The funeral of actress Kim Sae Ron, held this morning at Seoul Memorial Park, became a very moving moment when two influential figures of the Korean entertainment industry, Jin BTS and Won, appeared together to lead the procession. The unexpected meeting of these two top stars in the midst of mourning added to the excitement of the event. Won, who is rarely seen at public events, seemed unable to hold back his tears as he paid his last respects. The legendary actor was visibly shaken as he placed flowers on the altar, while Jin BTS was on hand to provide moral support. The moment showed a humanity rarely seen from the two Korean stars. "Why does it have to be so soon?" said Won in a trembling voice, breaking the silence of the room. A question that left everyone in attendance speechless, contemplating the sudden departure of such a talented actress at such a young age. Jin BTS, who stood beside him, was seen patting Won's shoulder, as if understanding the deep sadness his senior felt. Amidst the solemn funeral procession, many questioned the absence of Bang Seok, the founder of HYBE Entertainment. Speculation circulated that the HYBE chairman was working on an important project in the United States. However, HYBE has yet to provide official confirmation of this. The most touching moment happened when Jin BTS and Won read the eulogy together. "Sae Rona, you left too soon," Won said at the beginning of his speech. "I still vividly remember the first time we met on set. You were so small back then, but your eyes already showed the determination of a true actress." Jin continued with his voice trembling. "The two of us here, Won Hyung and I, represent all those who love you. You've touched so many hearts, bringing happiness to so many people. Now, it's our turn to preserve your memory." The atmosphere became even more emotional when Won suddenly stopped his speech, unable to hold back the tears. Jin, who was standing next to him, immediately took over the microphone while holding his senior's shoulders. "Won Hyung loved Sae Ron like his own sister," Jin explained to the mourners. The interaction between the two stars caught the attention of the media and fans. Won, who is known to be very selective in making public appearances, chose to attend and lead the funeral procession with BTS's Jin. This shows how special Kim Sae Ron was to the Korean entertainment industry, commented an entertainment critic. Mourners witnessed how Jin continued to provide moral support to Won throughout the event. "Jin Appa was really mature in dealing with this situation," said Lee Sung-kyung, who also attended the funeral. "He was able to be a support for Won Sunbenim, who was devastated." Meanwhile, the police present at the funeral confirmed that the investigation is still continuing. "We respect this mourning period, but the investigation is still ongoing to uncover the truth," Chief Investigator Lee Jung-ho said. Won, who last worked with Kim Sae Ron in a commercial last year, shared his fond memories. "He always called me Appa on set. 'Appa, how was my acting today?' he'd ask with sparkling eyes. Now, I'll never hear that question again," he said while wiping away tears. Won's presence at the funeral apparently has a deep meaning. It was revealed that Kim Sae Ron had written in his diary that Won was the father figure he had always idolized in the entertainment industry. "Oppa, Won Sunbenim really came," Jin whispered to the deceased while laying flowers, as if telling good news to his best friend. Korean media noted a rare moment when Won and BTS's Jin shared a warm embrace at the end of the procession. "Thank you for being my strength today," Won said to Jin, caught on camera by reporters. This moment shows that grief can bring people together, regardless of status or generation. Bang Si-hyuk's absence became a topic of discussion among fans. However, Jin explained that Chairman Bang had sent a bouquet of flowers and a message of deep sorrow. Bang, PD님 has great respect for Sae Ron and fully supports the foundation that we will establish, Jin explained. The funeral procession lasted for 4 hours, attended by hundreds of mourners from the entertainment industry. BTS's Won, Bin, and Jin stayed until the very end of the procession, showing their full respect for the late Kim Sae Ron. Interestingly, Won Bin announced at the end of the show that he would be joining Jin in a foundation project to help young artists. "This is our way of honoring Sae Ron's legacy," Won Bin said. "We don't want a tragedy like this to happen again." After the funeral procession was over, Jin and Won Bin were seen having a long conversation in the cemetery garden. Some lingering reporters noted that the two seemed to be seriously discussing something. "Probably discussing foundation plans," speculated one reporter. Kim Sae Ron's family expressed special thanks to Won Bin and Jin BTS. "Their presence gives us strength," Mrs. Kim said. Sae Ron must have been very happy to see two people he admired come together in his memory. Fans who gathered outside the funeral area couldn't help but be moved by Won Bin and Jin's interaction. "It's like seeing two generations of Korean artists united in mourning," commented a fan in attendance. Later that afternoon, Won Bin finally opened up about Bang Si-hyuk's absence. "Everyone has their own way of showing grief. The most important thing is that we all wish Sae Ron the best," he said wisely. BTS's Jin ended the tough day by posting a photo of flowers on Instagram with the simple caption, "Goodbye, Uri Sae Ronna. Oppa and Won Bin Appa will keep your memory." The post instantly went viral, showing how two generations of Korean stars were united in mourning. A surprising moment occurred when Won Bin suddenly stopped in front of the funeral gate. "It feels so hard to leave," he said softly, causing Jin, who was walking beside him, to stop. Reporters who remained at the scene witnessed how Jin wisely gave his senior time to gather strength. Fans waiting outside the funeral area gave way respectfully as the two stars made their way to their respective cars. There were no shouts or photo requests, as usual, just a respectful silence that enveloped the area. Before parting ways, Won Bin and Jin were seen talking for a moment beside their cars. "We should meet again under better circumstances," Won Bin said, caught on camera by reporters. Jin nodded in agreement while giving his senior one last warm hug. Won Bin's manager revealed that the actor decided to go straight back to his home in Gangwon-do. He wanted to calm down and reflect. The manager explained. This incident affected him a lot. Meanwhile, Jin chose to stop by the cafe where he last met Kim Sae Ron. "I want to spend some time here, reminiscing about our last chat," he told the reporters who followed. Kim Soo-hyun, who was also present at the funeral, revealed that Won Bin and Jin plan to meet next week to discuss the details of the foundation they will set up. "They are serious about realizing Sae Ron's dream," Kim Soo-hyun said. Won Bin's car was seen leaving the funeral area first, followed by Jin a few minutes later. Fans bowed in respect, some seen crying at the departure of the two stars who had led the funeral procession with dignity. Korean media noted how the atmosphere at the funeral site changed instantly after Won Bin and Jin's departure. "It was as if the energy in this place went with them," a Korea Herald reporter wrote in his report.